It's been an amazing year at UPMC Northwest, and bigger and better things are yet to come. So physician recruitment is really the lifeblood of the organization. UPMC is an academic medical center. This is something that's very important to physicians because they know they're going to be able to provide care at a hospital that is always doing things that are cutting edge, being given education that allows them to keep up with the most contemporary things that the science has available. One of the highlights that we're very proud of for this past year is the opening of our new expanded oncology center, the Hillman Cancer Center. Additionally, we added 2 new physicians that started last year, Dr. Stephen Gregorich and Dr. Shannon Penland.
I like to say that I was fortunate enough to arrive here at a time that we were in a big transition for UPMC Northwest Hillman Cancer Center. I was very proud of the fact that they were willing to offer me a position here. The quality of the care that we're giving here, I mean, it's absolutely cutting edge. We're doing everything here that they're doing down in Pittsburgh.
I volunteer at the schools and the crossing guards and everything. I love this job, and I love to get up in the morning and go and make people happy. They just did a test on me and stuff, and they told me that I had prostate cancer, which is quite a blow.
I had a very nice gentleman that I treated back during this past fall. His name was Larry Beach, and he was a well-known local guy around here. He had come with, I would say, early to intermediate stage prostate cancer. He and his wife were thrilled to learn that we could give a full course of curative treatment right here at UPMC Northwest, which was literally 4 or 5 miles from where they live.
The staff and everything out there at UPMC is excellent. I feel like it's a family out there to me. And part of my family is there because my daughter works there.
And by the end of the treatment, he was very glad that it was done, but his comment to myself, my nurse, our techs in the back, "I'm gonna miss you guys a lot." We get to spend quite a bit of time with people, and I say, you come here as a patient and you leave as a friend. And that certainly has been the case with Larry.
I'm doing great, and so is my wife, and she's my rock. She told me that I was strong, and she says, we'll make it together. I'm not a quitter, and I'm a tough old rascal. I've been that way all my life.
The Northwest Foundation is a wonderful partner with UPMC Northwest. It's a dedicated group of community citizens who seek out ways to enhance care that we're delivering here.
It would be very difficult to walk through the hospital and not see the positive effects of the foundation here. There are projects throughout the hospital that have been funded through the generosity of the donors here in the community.
At the highest level, our foundation has a philosophy of philanthropy, and what we say in that is we will respond to needs of the hospital that are above and beyond what a normally profitable hospital would provide. I like the phrase, small streams make big rivers. All those small donations come together to form a bigger amount that we can do some meaningful things with.
People in our community are just barely getting by. And then when they find that they have an illness, it's something that they have not planned for. And so oftentimes people are not prepared for the expenses that come along with a long-term illness. Or that's where the Medication Hardship Fund comes in.
So a lot of patients, when they leave the hospital, they are given prescriptions to go home with, and then they don't fill them because when they get to the pharmacy, they realize either they're not covered by their insurance or they just don't have the money because they, for any number of financial reasons.
With this fund, we were able to provide some assistance for these patients if they meet our criteria there to obtain medications that they would need at discharge.
Besides the medical hardship, there's a clothing fund. There are people for a variety of reasons that get admitted. They could be in an accident, come into the emergency room, and the clothing cut off of them.
It's just something that, because our people here are so caring, they did not want to send patients home without the items that they needed. And it was something that we could simply provide to them that would help them in their treatment. Uncompensated care is truly the hallmark of our foundation. Obviously, there are a lot of people in our community who are unable to afford the cost of their care.
And they feel the burden of these expenses, and as much as they try, they're good people and they want to pay their bill, but they can't.
We'll receive these great letters from these patients that will say, I cannot believe this is actually happening to me. You've changed my life forever.
When we identify a device that might be unusual, or it's something that's out of the ordinary realm of what we would keep in the department, the foundation's been very good about offering to purchase those devices for us if we can prove the need for those. The Lucas device is an automated CPR device. It gives very, very effective CPR. American Heart Association suggests that staff members performing CPR actually switch out every 2 minutes, which creates an interruption in the compressions. Since the Lucas device does not get tired, we eliminate those interruptions. When we have effective compressions, we ensure that we're getting adequate blood flow to the patient's brain to perfuse their brain, and adequate blood flow to the coronary arteries to perfuse the heart muscle itself.
Our urologists were selected to pilot new laser equipment for the UPMC system. This laser is going to make a significant difference with patients who have kidney stones. The laser will actually disintegrate the stones.
We see so many people here with urology issues. So this was a very important piece of technology that we wanted to invest in for the health of the community.
It's something that's going to really make something that had been an uncomfortable procedure in the past much easier on the patient.
Foundation has just been incredible. Just like that kind of thing where you just say, hey, I have this really great idea, what do you think? And they really just dig in and really help us with that. And so it's just things you normally wouldn't get this at a small community hospital like this, but we're able to function at a much higher level because of it.
One of the favorite things I have is having the good fortune to work with excellent employees who are so passionate about what they do. This isn't a job to our employees, this is a commitment, and we see it every day with all the hard work and extra effort they put into with all the patients and the visitors who come through our doors. People going above and beyond without being asked, people anticipating the needs of the patients, their co-workers. It's a community feel. The work ethic, the pride, the commitment is outstanding.